Hey, what's up guys, back again with another video and still with the Zeekr 001. As you can see, in today's video what we're going to be doing is testing the car performance, and for that today we are actually in a nearby, it's not a racing circuit, it's a really small circuit. It's around 1.5 kilometers long. This circuit is basically for drifting, but also you can do some kind of lap time. So as you can see here, I will show you around in a minute. As you can see, this is some sort of a racing circuit. It's very convenient for me to come here and do a test for the car. First of all, let me show you the car. Still the same car, the Zeekr 001. So just to remind the viewers, this is a four-wheel drive, so it has a dual motor. So it has the air suspension, so adjustable air suspension. The tires on this car are, as you can see, these are stock 255 45 21 inch, and yeah, so everything is pretty standard here, so everything is stock on the car. And we're gonna take this and do a few laps and see what kind of performance this car offers. Just keep in mind, this is also a heavy car, so we're gonna see how well it's gonna do. Just to keep it in perspective, so this is not actually my first time coming to this place. So I've been racing here for like I would say maybe 10 years, so I'm very familiar with this place. And we can compare it to I can compare it to myself to other cars that I drove here, from Subarus, Hondas and everything. So yeah, right. So first thing, I'm gonna take you on a tour on the racing track. As you can see here, I'm just gonna enter, do a few laps just to feel how the car is handling, and then we will see. So basically I put the car on sport mode. So what that does is give you full power, as well as lower the suspension and put the the damping speed onto the to the fastest. For braking, I think first of all I will just do go for normal, and then I will try to increase the regen to max to see if that will help with braking. So as soon as you lift your foot from the the accelerator, it will start to brake, and that will give you maybe give a better braking point. But for now I will just leave it, keep it standard, and just do a few laps and feel. So far, yeah, the car feels, I'm already feeling that the car is heavy. So anyways, I will do a few laps and feel the car, and then I will go for lap time. I will use a special device for that will show the time as well as the the speed and everything, so you can see that on the screen. So I will try to show the maximum, the best lap that I can do on this, just for reference. So I've been racing here for quite some times, and just for reference, so basically my best time here in this track with the Subaru BRZ, with the good tires, like sticky tires, mechanical LSD, final drive, I did 49 seconds. So remember, this is a really small circuit, so 49 seconds something. It was back in 2014-15. With the Subaru STI, I did, I did, I think, 48. So, just for reference, so we'll see how fast I can go with this car. The only thing that I'm worried about is the braking. So I'm not sure how the brakes will handle on this truck, because it's very short and this car has a lot of power. So accelerating is not going to be a problem here. Even the grip, I don't think, even the tires are not really that sticky, but I'm pretty sure, because you have like 4-wheel drive, so that will help with the grip. And yeah, so I'm just worried about a little bit about braking. All right, let me do a few laps and see how that goes. So far, I think the car is handling well. So in terms of handling, I think it's fine. But as you can see, too much power, so I have to brake. Like, I cannot accelerate for more than 2-3 seconds, and then I have to start braking. This is a very tight track here, as you can see. So I will try to, you see the speeds here, at straight line, yeah, you can reach like 130, 140, really easy. Braking is a little bit, actually it's good, it's still strong, but I don't want to push the car too much, so I don't want to lose the brakes, because the truck is really small, so you don't have margin for error when you brake. So if you miss the braking point and you don't brake in time, you're probably gonna go outside of the truck, and it's all, as you can see, it's all grass, and so I don't wanna do that. So I'm still like trying to be more conservative, so I don't want to push the car too much. Power delivery is really good, acceleration is really good. Even the handling, I mean, I'm surprised that for the size of the car, it handles really well. So my only issue right now is the braking. Braking is a little bit sketchy. Yeah, so yeah, we'll have to brake like really early. This truck is more suitable for like a small car. But it's really good to use it as a reference for to test the performance of the car itself. Right, so I'm going out of the track right now, and my first impression is the suspension is really good. I mean, it's doing a really good job once you put it onto sport mode. So it handles really well. It gives you even like some kind of feedback. It's not the greatest feedback you can get from from the steering wheel, but the steering wheel itself, it doesn't have a lot of feeling, but it's very precise. I mean, considering the size of the car and the tight corners we have here, the steering wheel is really accurate. It gives you a lot of feedback once you put it into sport mode. Because you get a lot of damping from the suspension. But yeah, the brakes are surprisingly fine. I mean, you have to brake a little bit harder to get the car to stop. But it gives you the impression that the car is not going to stop, but it stops eventually. But so far, I did a few laps and I pushed a little bit the car, but I think the brakes so far are holding fine. I mean, I didn't have a problem with the brakes right now. Okay, I will let the car cool down a little bit, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use a special gear here, which is called just let me find the we use it here, a lot of people using it here in China. It's called P gear. I think it's available in other countries as well, so the company is from China. So basically, I'm gonna use this device. Actually, the app for this device has this specific circuit here. So you have the lap, so you can do a lap time. So the app will record the whole thing by itself, and it will give you the best time, lap time, and everything. And yeah, so we'll do that and see how fast we can go this car, and we will compare that to other cars that I raced here. So but so far I think probably I'm gonna do the same time, like around 49 seconds, I think so. But let's see. I will let the car cool down a little bit, and then we will go for another round, but this time we're gonna use the You know, I wouldn't use my phone to film the whole lap and use this P-Gear. This is not an advertisement. It just happened that I have this device from like since, I don't know, maybe 8 years ago. So I'm still having it. I'm still using it, and it has more stuff. These circuits around China. So wherever you go, you can get your lap time and everything. All right, let's give the car a break, and then we will hit the track soon. Just want to show you the tire temperature and pressure after doing few laps here. So as you can see, the temperature in the front tires, because you know the front tires they're turning, so they will have more temperature than the rear tires. So 55s, I've been already parked for a few minutes. So, and the pressure went from you know, like 300 kPa up to 230. But you know, like 55, the temperature is not too high, but you know, the tires are getting warm, and yeah, that will affect. That's why I had a little bit of you know, I wouldn't say like you know, the car was losing a little bit of you know, grip, so that it wasn't turning as good as it was like in the first 2 laps. Just to show you, so I've been running on sport mode here, so the suspension is at its lowest point here, and basically the this car doesn't have track mode. It has a sport mode, but it actually has the drift mode as well as launch control mode. Okay, so already set up the car. As you can see here, I put my phone here with the app, so we can do you know, lap time. The car is set up properly right now, and just waiting for the truck inside the circuit to get out from there, and then we'll be ready to go in. Right, so I just finished doing the laps, the hot laps, and as you can see, the car is fine, so no problem. The car wasn't that as fast as I was expecting, and actually I didn't get a chance to do like really quick lap time because there were other cars doing drifting as well, so it wasn't very convenient for me to, like, every time you do, you know, a section, you do it like really fast, and then you get to the section where the drifting cars are, you know, doing their drift, then you have to slow down. So let me give you my conclusion today after the test that I've done on the that small racing track. So basically, okay, the time that I did wasn't the best, and I think I can go faster, a lot faster than that. The only reason, actually, I only did 1 lap, the one that you saw that did 54 seconds. All the other ones I was driving slowly. Otherwise, was, you know, I couldn't do like a clean lap because there were a lot of cars around. But overall, I think, you know, when it comes to the car performance, the car itself, I think the grip is not the best. I think that's because of the tires. The tires on the car are Continental, I think they are good for daily driving, but not as grippy as, let's say, a Michelin, PS, Pilot Sport, that are. And actually, the manufacturer, the dealer, they don't give any choice in terms of tires. So you have only one set that is available on the one on the car. I think unless you go for a higher trim where you can get maybe a better tire, but yeah, the tire is a big problem. Braking, I was surprisingly, the brakes were surprisingly good. I didn't have any issue with braking, but the problem with braking is because you don't feel confident a lot when you try to brake, so you always brake earlier, and that will slow you a lot. So I think the most problem was the weight of the car. So you can feel the car. The car is really heavy, especially when you start to switch. The weight from one side to another. You feel that the car is really heavy, and it's a long car. It's a big size car. Power delivery was good, but I think the only problem was the car is heavy. So tire will improve. I think the handling of the car. And also maybe brake. If you go for better brake pads and brake fluid, that will make the feeling of the pedal give you more confidence, so you don't have to brake earlier. But overall, the car was, you can have fun with it. Okay, it's not the best, it's not the fastest car you can drive on the track, but for that, actually, the Zeekr has the 001 FR version. That one is specific, that's the performance version of this car. That car has four electric motors, so each wheel has one, and has around 1,250 horsepower and the same amount of torque as well. And it gets the different suspensions, brakes, tires. So yeah, it's a different beast. But overall, for the for this car, I think it's good enough to have fun on any track day. But I don't think this was meant for performing or having fun at the track. This is a heavy, large car. You can take it for a track day for fun, or because the track actually we tested today, it was really small. That track is it's more suitable for a small size car, not a 5 meter long car. So the smaller the car, the better. Yeah, so if you have a larger track where you can use all the potential of the car in terms of speed, the four-wheel drive, I think that it will perform better. But for today's track, it wasn't that great, but it wasn't bad either. So you can have some fun with it, but it's not the best car in terms of handling when it comes to a small track like this. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and we'll see you in the next one.